So the spark, the image that kind of lit the fuse,
Yeah.
it was this montage from Josie the Tiger and the Fish.
Right.
The movie's about a college student takes a part-time job as a caretaker for a young woman, Josie, who uses a wheelchair.
Okay.
And, over the course of the story, their relationship develops and they fall in love. Seems straightforward enough.
Yeah, and our source points out that the initial reaction to the post was pretty positive from one group. A lot of men were in the replies, expressing this real sense of, yearning, wishing they had a relationship like the one shown.
So they saw something desirable there.
Exactly, and they were calling it pretty simply the average male fantasy.
Okay, and then came the outrage. Yeah. Our source lays out how this sort of hopeful take was just immediately slammed with super strong negative reactions. Mostly, it seems, from women reacting to that specific phrase, average male fantasy.
And what's really striking here, something the source definitely emphasizes, is how fast it went to the absolute darkest possible interpretation, like 0 to 60.
It really was. They list, a whole bunch of the criticisms and accusations that just flooded the replies.
Yeah, I saw some of that. People instantly labeling it things like a fetish, implying it's this unhealthy focus just on the disability itself, or creepy, predatory, unrealistic.
Problematic, all the buzzwords.
All of them. And accusations of fetishizing a disabled girl specifically to have control over her.
Yeah, the disability was the point of the fantasy because it supposedly makes her dependent.
And a lot of people apparently saw Josie, the female character, through this really negative lens. She's just super vulnerable, unrealistically happy all the time.
Someone who only exists to need the man.
Yeah. Even calling her an oosex doll waifu. I mean...
It's pretty intense language.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the whole idea was dismissed by some as just a perverted fantasy.
With claims that the fantasy itself was specifically about having a girlfriend with, and this is a quote they highlighted, no agency who's completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and compliance.
Wow. That is an incredibly harsh reading.
It is, and it went further. Accusations that this shows men fetishizing disabled women just so they can abuse them.
Good grief.
And also labeling the whole desire as ableist, saying it discriminates against disabled people.
So.
By suggesting they can't find love normally or that any able-bodied partner must have some creepy motive, and infantilizing them, too.
Okay.
Our source even mentioned some of the most extreme comments, like people calling the male character in the anime a rapist.
A rapist? Based on that montage.
Apparently. Or claiming that the majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Just these massive, awful generalizations. And the source creator expresses genuine shock in their video that a relationship that looks happy and functional on the surface could be seen so negatively, immediately just written off as